All right. Let's see here. Think we got this happening. All right, one more thing. One more thing. And where's my webcam? I knew this was going to happen. Okay, one more thing. And then it'll work, I swear. Where is my webcam? Set up OBS. Alright, let me make that. I'm going to punch the webcam a couple times, so give me a second. I'm sorry, I'm going to redeem the technology. Redeem its technological soul. There we go. Here we go. Hey, everybody. This seems to be working now. Nice. All right, it's working over there. It's working over here. Now let's get the game itself working. All right. Amazing things. Amazing. Let's load that save game. Hey. Here we go. Loading it up. So, near the end of Yusara's run. He put in a second bid for the Imperial seat, and I think this time it's going to be hers. What do you think out there? Lay some odds out on this. Yeah. Percussive maintenance is the thing. Undeniable. All right. Fingers crossed that at the end of this, we will also have a, don't tell anyone, a look at the 1.5 version. So I'm currently playing 1.4 courtesy of GOG. You can check out the game on GOG, obviously. But yes, later on we want to have a sneak preview of what we've been doing to make all sorts of new additions. I'm not going to show you all of them. You're just going to get the briefest of sneak peeks. You're not going to get a real look at what we've done. You'll just get to see a little bit of the difference. But let's go ahead and finish up Yusara's reign. Plague on Alon. Oh, the horrors. And of course, Yusara doesn't believe she unleashed this. This was her enemies who unleashed the plague when she, in her hubris, went after the alien ruins. Which all good believers of the Orthodox Church know to leave alien ruins alone. But Yusara, prideful in her technology, strode forth and unleashed the plague. No, wait, that's not the way we see it. It was the enemies. And Yusara's troops valiantly tried to stop the plague, and now they are containing it. And thank goodness everyone is wearing masks on Alon. Regent elections next turn. That should be our Imperial election. One of the old problems with the game, we only had the one screen, so it said Regent even when you're getting ready to become the Emperor. Getting close to the canon year that the Emperor was crowned in the tabletop game. You're right. These are pretty closely lined up. Of course, in this case, Yusara did not get the Stigmata Garrison. That's how, that was the force that Alexius Hawkwood used in that alternate universe to claim the throne. And of course, he rescued the Stigmata Garrison, drove back the symbiotes, and then used that force to solidify his claim. Brother Battle and many others were then really happy to back him. Oh, that lovely plague, that lovely plague. So we've set up all sorts of defenses now around our embassy fort on Byzantium Secundus. So yes, we've got psychics. That's what the dervishes are, protecting that fort. Dervishes! Psych attack, 8-100. If you don't have side defense, they will walk all over you. I shouldn't say walk, they will fly. They will wire foo all over you. I like that. I should copyright that phrase. Wire foo all over you. Yeah, this is, if you want to do cool Hong Kong martial arts kind of stuff, we've got all sorts of things in the Fading Suns universe, but especially the dervishes. Way to go, symbiotes! Because of you, Hawkwood triumphed over al-Malik. That's right. The al-Malik, I mean, in the official universe, that was part of the issue with the al-Malik claim for Emperor all along, was symbiotes, the symbiote threat at their borders. They had to keep looking over their shoulders at that, just like House Hawkwood had to keep looking over its shoulder at the Voldrok. But that threat was Not at its worst when Alexius took over. Of course, now, in that universe, that Alexius has married a shield maiden from the Voldrach, there's some suspicions that perhaps he already had ambassadors over in the Voldrach worlds, ensuring peace at the same time that he was making his claims. Of course, there are still raids by Voldrachs into Hawkwood space during that period, but none of the large-scale assaults that he would have had to redirect his attentions to deal with instead of the Imperial throne. Ah, Sam, welcome. Temple of Este will never forget that attack on Pyre. Again, an alternate universe. That's my save game that's not in this one. But yeah, I did an attack on Pyre again in one of my recent playtests, and it is fun to go after the Avestites. I gotta say, that's one of the things we've been playing with in the patch, and we might be including more sect control and more cool things to do with them, or we might just have it set for modders to do that. We'll see. We haven't decided yet. Anyway, so Byzantium Secundus is nicely defended right now. We have this little fleet over Biz 2. So there is this Hazat fleet that has me a little worried. And I would normally attack it, except theoretically, we have got an alliance right now with everybody except the Li Halan. And this is what I should have done the first time I went for the Empress plane, made these alliances. It makes Byzantium Secundus safer and also gives it a chance that they will vote for my Imperial realm. So, obviously, when Alexius made his bid for the Empire, the House al-Malik was firmly in his camp. Ducados and Hazat were the two main opponents. But the Church and House Li Halan, while they weren't formally allied, they did end up voting for him for a variety of reasons. So, and of course the Merchant League firmly supported him, and not just because of all the loans that he owed them. So, let me go ahead and take care of a troll in cat. Oh, that was my cat. I apologize. That wasn't a troll. That was my cat. My cat just said, and I believe that might be a symbiote code, but you'll have to ask my cat. Maybe it's really more of a Val insight. I think that's a Val Cohen. Val Cohen, he's one of my relatives out in, yeah, I think it might be a Val phrase. So. Thanks, Egg Cream the cat. All right. So, let's see here. Right, so we are not going to kill the Hazat ships or Byzantium Secundus right now because I've declared myself Emperor. Suddenly you can fight on Biz 2. And I am not doing that right now in hopes that they are not dropping an assault force against me. Yeah, so there's that attack force I've got, so we're going to ignore it. So we're still, oh, wow. Yeah, we got these ruins here. We should explore these ruins on Kish. I don't even remember what I had going on. We should figure that out, shouldn't we? Nice little place here for energy. Let's see what's over this way. Alright, so we got this big force here. I will be going after the ruins. Actually, I guess I'll be going with the Dervish after all, but let's wait a minute and see what else is going on the planet right now. Let's come back to these troops. Keep moving our trackers around. Putting militias on sentry. Yeah, so glad you've been enjoying the game. I can't believe we're up to part 15. That's been a blast. So, none of the none of my play sessions were less than an hour. Some were 2 hours. So, between 15 and 25 hours, I think, of gameplay. We had a lot of fun with this. Salmon Avenant says, tell your cat that the Caliph says 87. And Egg Cream agrees completely. Alright, we'll leave this unit here to refuel. Why were you going into a farm? Are there spaceships in there? I guess that's just where I've got an assault force forming. I think I've pretty well taken everything on Kish, unless there's something hidden under there. I did wipe out the Li. Oh, that's right. All the Li Halan are now on another planet. That's right. We've installed our puppet government. Some people insist that they're heretical ancestor worshippers. We just think they're really cool dudes. So we've put that branch of House Li Halan in charge of Kish. They are kissing cousins to the old ruins. Haha, you knew that one was coming. Alright. We do have a nice force building up here. With dive bombers. Yeah, the advanced dive bombers, morph dive bombers are really cool in this game. Great attack units. I don't know if I've got any. I don't remember. But, wow, what are we going to look at over here? I think we found everything over here now. Not much more to be seen. Guess we'll just run you up to the factory, too. Oh, we have folks in the... We should have been putting folks in the starport from here. Anybody around here to put in the starport? Just that guy. Alright, we'll be goofy. Boom! Drop them down. Put them in that farm. We got all this stuff, and now we can take this ship up into space. I just have no idea where yet, so let's just leave it there for now. Alright, so these are going to shell that ruins when we find it. We'll come back to it. This is just an escort force. So that's right. We're making the attack on Malignacious right now. So that's what we have to do. We have to bring a lot of those forces from Kish over to Malignacious. Because even though we're planning to be Empress, there is no telling what might still happen along the way. So we will continue to ensure our reign. Or snow or whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and set them up. Move all of you to attack that mine, which will be mine someday. Special Ops forces into the farm. Gunship into the farm. Everybody into the farm. Go ahead and launch this. What should we put in here? Let's put something cool. Maybe we'll put those 2 air units in here. Yeah, let's put the 2 air units in. They're very helpful to exploring Malignacious. Not that we can reach it this turn, but we'll get them up in the air. Up, up, and away! Okay. Get these trackers exploring the ruins. These are Imperial Eye troops. Again, always a worry to see the Hawkwoods rolling around with troops in my soft underbelly of Kish, but we'll take the risk. More trackers moving around. Scout. Oh, another ruins! Lots of good yummy stuff in there. Alright, this one has to go land, so let's just get it back. I think I got plenty of time for him. Let's move it up one more. And then we'll move back. Yeah, it's been a long day today, so I might be a little groggy. We're putting on a very large esports event here. The the Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup, the largest esports event in history, with more than 500 competitors. It's gonna be a busy weekend here in Atlanta. All right, what do we got here? Jason says those scout tanks are so cute. Yeah, the little scout tanks. If there were some classic little one-person tanks and armored cars, especially in World War I. I always kind of thought they looked like those. And like you said, they were so cute, especially when you put them next to mammoth cruisers. Morris Taylor says the Pointer looks like a Stuka dive bomber. I love it. Stuka, yeah. These are, of course, the Vote Scepters, but I'll go for that. Yeah, the whole idea of the dive bombers. Was it the Dauntless? Were those the US dive bombers, or were those the torpedo bombers? I think the Dauntless were our dive bombers. We used it Midway. Sorry, that the United States used it Midway. I understand we have an international audience, and not everyone was from countries that made the Dauntless. But, yeah, obviously the Dauntless and things like that are the basis for the dive bombers in Emperor the Fading Suns. I've mentioned this before. But even though it's a science fiction games, the early stage combat is very much World War II based. Artillery is king of the battlefield, but you have to have that infantry to move in to make the grab. You've got anti-tank units that can take out your armor, but that armor is so important for breaking through when you've got a hole in the enemy lines for exploiting. The air units are the fighters, and the dive bombers and the strategic bombers. As you get advanced units, of course, it completely changes. I mean, the plague artillery and the hovercraft just completely changed that over. I mean, the hovercraft are so powerful, move so quickly, and the higher level tanks and armor just change the equation. And then you've got this awesome kinds of infantry that come in to the game. We're showing the commandos. The Grim Sons are incredible. The Marauders. just awesome units appear and just change that equation completely. But early game is very much World War II. Morris Taylor asks, is this in an emulator? Morris, this is actually from GOG. No emulator needed. I think the link might... Do I have a link in the YouTube description? Check it out, see if we do. This is not an emulator. You can get it. It runs under Windows. No special stuff needed. Stay focused. The crown is within your grasp. Thank you, Jason. An emu will eat anything, or so I've heard. An emu will eat it later. Get it? An emu later? Never mind. Sorry about that one. That was painful even for me. Oh, sorry. You all made that joke without me. Dauntless was a plane they made so Avalon Hill could make a game. I played the Dauntless board game quite a bit from Avalon Hill. That was a lot of fun. Having friends who were interested in combat aviation meant that was a definite one to play. Yeah, and trying to find the other player, half the game. There was also, if you've ever played it, I've got them somewhere on my shelves, Ace of Aces, which was a book game where you would have various pages and you'd tell someone a page number and you dogfight each other using these books. And it was a really fun way, and you'd have to do Immelmans and turns and all kinds of ways to try and get in their tail, get them lined up in your sights and shoot them. And most of the games end up with us crashing or ending up in each other's sights and knocking each other out of the air, which happened a fair amount in real combat. Anyway, back to Kish. Alright, we're going to leave this frigate here to protect my ship. This one will also land in that little farm. And it'll also pick up a couple cool units. Maybe we'll take up, we got that Wolfen that came in. Well, let's grab some experienced units. See, we got the gold. Those are my elites. Let's get a Smiter and a Wolf. Well, the Wolverine's damaged. Maybe let's take 2 Smiters. And let's get those to Malignatius. We've got a nice attack force coming from here to Malignatius. Alright, the Malignatius assault force. Who do we need to kill? Oh, we need to take out that artillery at the mine. Huh, we already took out stuff over here. Guess we need to attack some of the Fusorium. Fusorium? Over here, of course. Oh. That's right. He's got planet and space weapons here. That's why we're not shelling over here. We gotta land some troops down around here and march over there outside of the planet and space weapons range. Ace of Aces. Never played it, but tried to get my dad hooked on it. I've got, hey, that's right. You played it. They had a whole series of fun games. They did Ace of Aces, and then they had Balloon Busters. So you'd actually be shooting down the observation balloons. That was also fun. Then Flying Buffalo took the technology, took the planning for it, and made game books where you'd have fighter versus skeleton versus zombie, and they did a nice run with it too. It was a really neat way of doing games. Now we just put them on the computer. Yeah, this was back when the computers were still doing Pac-Man, and if you had a TI-94 994A, you played Munchman. Alright, so we got some shelling to do. Attack, attack, attack. Alright, so we got to get rid of this artillery. So do it again, do it again! Do again, do again! And then we've got these 3. That's right, so we've got the other place. Actually taking a risk taking out the rebels here, because there's every chance that the Lihalan will come over here and grab these. We'll just take them away from the Lihalan. It's kind of fun to take things from the Lihalan in this game. Very different between this and the new patch version. The patch version of the AI is a tad more aggressive. Alright, I don't think we're going to do anything with you all, because the only things left are defended by planet space weapons, so we will have to take a pass on doing anything more with them for this turn. So we'll just skip them. Alright, we got these troops landing, and these are the troops that'll be landing to, I don't know, should I go ahead and take out, use them to take the mine, or go after the Lihalan space? I tell you, we'll go ahead and take out the mine here, and then we'll go after Lihalan space. So, let's get my, there's there, land here. Goes in the land. Now, notice that. One thing you noticed. I just landed. Now I've got to come in here, unload all by myself. I'm going to shoot this back into space and send back to Kish to pick up more of those cool units down on the farm. How will you keep them down on the farm? Now, these troops should be enough of a force to take the mine. Let's see. Yeah, that's just simple militia. These are some pretty experienced units now. So we've grabbed the mine. Get them heading towards the factory. And now, I'll land my bulk hauler in the mine. Bulk haulers, of course, do better by landing in the city, not out in the open like the assault landers can do. Unload all. Let's also take that bulk hauler back over to Kish to pick up more units. And then I will need to go back over to Malignatius to make sure that those troops are going where I want them. They land, I want to make sure I come back to them and get heading towards the factory. Alright, now we are in Alon, my poor plagued Alon. Take a look around some more here too. Where can you go? Oh, is that over the farm? Is the farm? That'd be cool. Yeah, let's do that. Always good to clear up the unknown, make it known. Unless that unknown is the dark between the stars. Morris Taylor, League Gold of Alarms and Excursions. Turned out to be a 100-year-old lady. Wow. I should have been following this chat. A lot of interesting stuff in here. John, that's it. I like hearing the bits of history of the game as much as I'm enjoying watching the playthrough. If GOG has a version I can download, then I guess it's time to finally play it myself. Download the GOG version, because when the patch comes out, that's where it'll come out first. Oh, my mine is plagued. Morris Taylor, I can't believe that Ken St. Andre, Tunnels and Trolls, is still active. He is an excellent game designer. Stormbringer, all kinds of great work. His games influenced so much of my own work. Such a good developer, such a creative individual, so much talent. Yeah, Ken St. Andre is amazing. Salmon Avenant, that would mean the end of the horse-drawn Zeppelin. Moriarty from the Goon Show. Ho-ho! Yes, and Lady Constance de Coverlet has shown up in too many of our games as well. If you haven't seen the Goon Show, this is the classic Peter Sellers and other great comedians who preceded Monty Python but heavily influenced it. Morris Taylor, League Gold of Alarms and Excursions, turned out to be a 100-year-old lady who mails people reprints so she can't reach the appropriate shelf. Alarms and Excursions was an amazing publication from the 70s, which so influenced the course of game development. So, it was done on, I can't remember what it was called anymore, stencil, basically. So, you would send in your stenciled not stencils, what's the term? Carbon. You'd send in the carbons and they would print them, and it was just hard to read but so full of good ideas. And back then it was all the Vardy people. So this is before all the different RPGs we know now are coming about. I mean, at this stage, really it was D&D, and then Traveler, and then Tunnels and Trolls, and finally RuneQuest comes along. And really, in the Alarms and Excursions days, it's what we called Vardy. Variant D&D. So everybody was coming with all these new systems. That's where things like THACO were getting shown. Who remembers THACO? Raise of hands in the live stream audience. To hit armor class 0. But to hit locations, all sorts of things that have armor that subtracted damage instead of just made you harder to hit. So many cool things made their first appearances in Alarms and Excursions. And the beautiful thing about it, there was no trolling. There were never any arguments in Alarms and Excursions. Everybody loved each other, right? It was a place of peace. GURPS comes out later. So Steve Jackson came on the scenes with the Fantasy Trip, is really where I first remember his RPG type things. So the Fantasy Trip started basically as these little combat maps with our chiclet counters like you see in Emperor of the Fading Suns. Maneuver around to fight, but you'd make characters for gladiatorial combat, and then they did a wizards one, which really was a lot of fun, and then there were ways to combine them. And out of this system you start seeing the basics of GURPS coming about later. But no, GURPS doesn't come about till later. But GURPS is also influenced by alarms and excursions, no matter what Steve Jackson says. I mean, the influence is very obvious here. Lee Gold had a great deal of impact on the RPG community, and to be honest, the amount of impact the RPG community had then on video games is, I mean, it is birthed right out of it. The MMOs, the RPGs, etc., even things like Doom and Quake, so many things come out of RPGs. Again, you're seeing armor that gets used up over time, subtracts from damage, different to hit modifiers. You see in RPGs, you see the ways to improve a character that are really core to so many RPGs. Yeah, Sandy Peterson. Speaking of Doom, I guess you realize Sandy Peterson's role in Doom. Yes, back to Chaosium, back to doing amazing things over at Chaosium. I've had the pleasure of being on panels with some of the greats in the industry. So Gary Gygax, Sandy Peterson. Gygax was fun. We had a fun conversation. Sandy Peterson, that's one of the very few times. You see how much I run my mouth. Sandy Peterson is one of the few times I was on a panel, I just shut up and let him go because he was amazing. Everything he was saying was an insight, was well worth hearing. I was one of the very few times I was glad to just shut my mouth and listen. If you ever get a chance to see him speak in public, always an amazing speaker. Let's see. Yeah, Mercenary Spies and Private Eyes. Oh my goodness, we played a bunch of that. I love the Moderns games back in the 70s. So we played Top Secret. Top Secret was from TSR. Great ideas, just so hard to actually play. It was not the most playable system, unfortunately. And then Mercenary Spies and Private Eyes comes out. It's a modern game based on Tunnels and Trolls. Still has a lot of troubles, but so much more playable. And we had great times. I mean, just coming up with characters for MSPE was always a trip. So much fun stuff you could do with MSPE. And then, of course, then the Champion system hits. And then we're using espionage from the Moderns, as well, of course, as Champions. Sam and Avenant was part of some great Champions games we had back in the day. Bill Bridges, who was the Werewolf developer at White Wolf, and of course is now the main guy behind the Fading Sun tabletop line. He and I were in a Champions game way back when, just so influential on us as well. But then the Champions team, the hero system, keeps coming out with these other fantasy hero, which doesn't necessarily sound like it's a game for all ages, but it was. And espionage, and always so much fun to play. Greg Stafford was a shaman more than a pagan priest. There is an incredible publication. Was it Shaman's Drum that he was a big part of? So he worked more shamanistic work. He was certainly very well informed of religious practices from all people. His depth of knowledge about the religious, spiritual, and mystical practices of all cultures was mind-boggling. I've been glad to know a lot of. We put on here in Atlanta a number of years ago. We put on the 100th in conjunction with the Joseph Campbell Society, who's the man behind the hero's journey. We put on Mythic Journeys, which was the 100th anniversary of his birth, and brought out Greg Stafford as one of his speakers. We have all these very high-level, very famous speakers: Robert Bly, Houston Smith, Joyce Carol Oates, etc., etc. And Greg Stafford is blowing their minds. Just amazing insights, but always more shamanistic, I would call it, than pagan. More into the spirit energies of the entire world than any one specific pantheon, for instance. But yeah, the level of knowledge from Stafford, and you see it in RuneQuest and Glorantha, just tremendous. His insights, anytime you had a conversation with him, you were coming away with so much material to use, and always so inspiring. You wanted to go out and create more things after you talked to Greg. I was very honored to have had a lot of good interactions with him, including being able to bring him to Atlanta for Mythic Journeys. Sam and Avenant enjoyed the Champions games. Never actually learned to play, but that never stopped me. And Sam played a lot of Champions games. Yeah, Champions, he just picked up the six-siders, rolled it, and someone who was a grognard like me would tell you what happened. So just pick up a whole bunch of sixes and roll them, and we'll figure it out from there. So, hey, Morris Taylor, I like drawing my characters in Champions. So John Bridges was our art director at Holistic Design and really created the look of Fading Suns. He was doing Champions art for our games back in the day, and of course now, I love this part, he's the lead concept artist for this great esports game called Smite. He's designing gods all day long. Just does amazing work. The look of Smite is unbelievable, just gorgeous stuff. If you haven't checked out the Smite, I mean, whether or not you're an esports player or not, check out the art. It is wonderful stuff. Well worth looking at. Hello, we're having a visitor. Princess Aurora herself has come to see us. Hello, Princess Aurora. How is everything in the Imperial Castle today?
Good.
Did you see the Imperial Ballet tonight?
Yep.
Were they wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
They made you want to dance?
Yeah, except for I didn't watch the whole thing. We got too tired.
You got too tired at the Imperial Ballet?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Princess Aurora, we look forward to you leading the Imperial dancers someday. We're playing some Emperor of the Fading Suns right now. We've lost some units. There used to be a lot more units in here, but they got the plague. See that red asterisk? That means they're all sick. They basically have COVID. So we are going to go ahead and not have them move, because if they go around, they'll infect people. You know how it works with COVID? So we will not let them move around. They're all going to stay right there. And this ship will stay in orbit over Alon and make sure nobody comes here to get sick. And these ships will just stay here and protect Criticorum. And this ship will stay here and protect Istakar. And I guess I was going to do something with this engineer, and I don't remember what in the world I was going to do with this engineer. Oh, I was right. I was going to build a road to get around the spy who's just here. This is a spy. That's a spy. Look at him. He's a spy.
Wait, where do you plug this thing in?
It's plugged in over there because there's a big reveal I'm going to do later on the show, which is which version of the game. Don't tell anyone that's secret. On that USB is the patched version of the game we're going to play after we finish this game too. Yeah. Yep, Morris. Greg knew a lot about the world's religions and of course his own too. Yeah, Morris Taylor notes Alon is in lockdown. Good night, Princess Aurora. Sleep well. I will come up in a little bit. All right. We've been graced with a visit from the princess. Let's see here. You're going to move him around. You are... Of course, I go way off-road. Let's go ahead and make that road. Building a road to nowhere. Alright. I'll leave both of you in the fort. Hopefully somebody will come pick you up in a spaceship sometime. Just wave your towel around and you can hitch a ride on one of my passing spaceships. Exoticas will rest here. Spy? Why is he covered with mint? I taught my grandmother to play Gamworld. Now that's impressive. Of course, the best thing about Gamworld, let's face it, was the mutations table. Roll for your mutation. Oh no, the accident. Remember that big flow chart for going through when you're trying to work out a tech device? Oh, we had so much fun blowing each other up using that table. Yeah, that was always amusing. All right, so I think I've cycled through all my units. So let's see what's in this ruin. You ready? Let's get ruined. All right, so we'll do the classic. Just do a quick drop in. Oh, apparently I already fought that. I forgot. I had a battle here already. So I got some cheap Exotica. Great, just what I need. Oh, I didn't need Exotica. Only had 48 units left. That was actually a good thing. But I didn't realize. Apparently I did that fight already. All right, where's something else on this planet I can fight? Didn't I just reveal a new ruin somewhere? What was ruined around here? Something had to be ruined. There we go. Way up there in Nowhere's Land. Wow. Alright, I need an engineer over here to build me a road to nowhere. Hey, church, build me... Whoa, I only got 147 food? What's going on? Eating not 124. Whoa, I gotta buy some stuff. Wait, I'm almost out of money. What's going on here? Holy cow. I better become Empress soon. I'm going broke. Alright, let's get some tithe skim going. The church doesn't need all that money. And, any food in this Agora? No. Well, shoot. I'm afraid to make an engineer. I guess I won't. But you folks will go ahead and make your moves anyway. Let's get you move into the factory, let's say. Same with Mr. or Ms. Dervish. I forget. That might be a Mr. or a Ms. And you have nothing to shoot. Well, shoot. Exotica into the farm. Alright, that's the end of the turn. I'm pretty sure I did the diplomacy in earlier turns to make myself a Empress. We'll find out. Let's end the turn now. Everybody else do their stuff, and I'll examine chat. Yep. A mint spy. You can also have an experiment. Alright, who should we vote for? Since I took the vote scepters. In my view, Yusara doesn't actually have the vote scepters. Her minions among the Lihilan Manja worshippers are the ones who have it, and they're voting for her since she's their puppeteer. So we will vote for Yusara. I will cast all my votes for Yusara of House al-Malik, and next turn we'll find out. Alright, I think we are done producing here. Wow, we're eating up our foods. But nobody's attacked here. I think we're pretty safe. Anti-tank gun, I think we've got all the equipment we need here. Engineer on Alon. None. We gotta get some more food. We're hungry. Plague on Alon continues. Merchant League rejected my term. Patriarch rejected my terms. Uh-oh, Ducados rejected my terms. But they think House of Thought's too powerful. They're not looking at me. Alexius rejected my terms. Wait a minute, I might be in trouble about this Emperor election. I might have gotten cocky again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, fingers crossed. Thought I had it lined up. I think alien psychology technology is heretical, so let's get it. I'll give them Baron. Yeah, sorry, Alexius, you just hurt my feelings. Whoa, look at this Azat fleet now. 2 carriers, oh boy. Alright, well let's hope we become Emperor next turn, otherwise we're gonna have some issues. I guess I don't really have anything else to fight on Kish. I should bring this whole fleet over to Malignatius. I've done that last turn. And I just go ahead and blow up that PTS gun. Let's bring you over to Malignatius as well. Skip the frigate. Use male invotes. I'll win every time. What about those female invotes? Can't leave them out. Come X to land. Let's land here and go grab a few more things. Let's grab that. Yeah, let's take the wolf and this out here. What the heck? Get to Malignatius. Anywhere to put this tracker where I can reveal more of the darkness in this, in our. Who knows what darkness lurks in people's hearts. Guess I should have both of these heading to that farm for pickup. Get you all on the farm, shall we? Oh boy, now I'm really worried. I thought I had that Emperor election lined up this time, and I'm going to be really embarrassed if it doesn't happen. The universe needs Yusara and Empress. It must happen. It must happen. Otherwise, who knows what agony humanity will suffer through. Get everybody up and pick them up in case we need them off-world. Ah, the ruins. Is anything else up here? Nope. Man, that's a tasty area for some metals, isn't it? Heavy metal up there. Hey, get my trackers together. See where everything else is. Go, Dervish! Go, go, go! Spin over there! Orson Welles was the Shadow. Good question. I mean, it makes sense at some point. I mean, obviously not for the full run of the radio series. I don't know. Sam, you know what evil lurks in the hearts of men. What do you say? Alright, let's also go pick up some more folks here on the farm. Oh, I had 2 Wolverines. Well, shoot. Should have been loading them in. Need some more armor for my attack on Malignatius. Alright, I don't think we have anything left here particularly worried about. All these troops together for quick attacks on the factory. Those militias won't know what hit them. Whoa, hey! I can't actually get. They had some folks retreat, but I don't have any movement to go get them. Oh well. Embarrassing. Could have had a militia with them to follow up and go grab the folks who retreated. Shoot. Everybody in the factory. We'll defend it. Marsupial. Defensive marsupial. Alright. Yeah, you can tell I'm a little tired and loopy. I mean, more so than usual. Long day, long day. Orson Welles was a shadow. Thank you, Sam. I figured we could count on you for that, as with most things. Nothing for you to shoot at this turn either. Oh hey, we can land and capture those folks. Good deal. Let's do that. Got a quick view. Oh, that one's already come. This one. And on the click on the heck to land. Land, unload. Here's one of my smiters. Capture those troops. Back over there. That's an issue we fixed for the patch. You won't see it when I show it to you today. Load everybody back into this mine, into that freighter. Shoot that freighter back up into space, and I can either land it. Oh no, I'm going to go and land it on that other continent and start going after Lee Halan's stuff. We need to be at least 6 away from that PTS gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I should land here and just go for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just land here. And we'll see what damage we took. Let's land the bulk. Oh, can't do the bulk. Everyone else has already moved, so the only ship we moved was this one. Yeah, it took a bunch of damage when it landed. Look at all that. And down into the yellow. We'll get these guys moving. We've explored almost all of Alon, haven't we? Fine, let's go over there. Over there was there's still some darkness in our hearts. Ooh, got all sorts of tasty metal over here, so I guess that's where I was going with this engineer. No plague. That's right, I was building a hospital. I should have built another hospital. Hospital to help deal with the plague, in case you didn't know. Listen to your medical perk. Let's see. Ooh, all kinds of folks here. Hey, Tryfish Entertainment, thanks for joining. A very long page. Wiki page says the shadow. Orson Welles was the shadow in 37 and 38. That was after he scared everyone in New Jersey, huh? I had lunch with my dad today, and we talked DFS and modding the whole time. Excellent. Really love hearing that. Always love people getting back into modding. And I love playing the mods, so make some more. Yeah, that is the secret of all this. We get into game dev mainly so we can play other cool games that other people make. Yeah, Sam's aware. This was actually a Greg Stafford comment that we got into gaming for graft and corruption. Basically, you made a game so you could trade it to other people for their games because you want to play their games and they want to play your game. That was one of the best parts of Fading Suns. Fading Suns comes out and we take it to all the folks whose games we want and trade it for their games. A truth of the industry. Everybody loves to play each other's games. Wow. That one's almost dead. Come on, hospitals, do your stuff. Oh, what am I doing with Hazat ships over Alon? Well, you're welcome to get the plague if you so desire. I won't object. Was I going to do anything else with this one? Shh. Keep forgetting that they took a... Boy, did I want that holy relic, and they got it. Should go to war with Haas Hawkwood just to get that. Yeah. And go build something over here. More electronics. Y'all are still waiting on a spaceship. You're still watching the Imperial Eye. All right. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Count the votes. Count du Monet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ha! Woo! All right. Yeah, I've got to write this one up for Fading Suns, an alternate Fading Suns history. Empress Yusara of House al-Malik. Time for the Yusara Reformation, I believe. She had cut no deals with the church, so time for a reformation. What do you think? There we go. Adventure calls the knights of the newly united empire. Yes, even Duchess Yusara will have knights. The lost wonders of the past await those bold enough to quest for them in the universe of the Fading Sun science fiction role-playing game book. More science fantasy, but we called it science fiction back then. With pen, paper, and a 20-sided die, you can greatly expand the possibilities. Play... Hey! Fine. Credits. The most important part of any game. The credits. Segasoft team that we worked with was really cool. I'm just sorry that Segasoft itself really couldn't stick around long enough to give this game the support it needed. So, yep. Good team. Good team. Yay, Bill! Yay, Garner! Alright. Yeah, Ken, we gave a bunch of credits on this one. We, back in the day, would give credits to everyone. Garner's had a great career. I think he's at, Insomniac these days. John Bridges! All sorts of good artists. Man, John Bridges, Brian LeBlanc, Jason Waltrip, John Waltrip. Damn, you remember all these folks. Ed Pike, Bryce Nakagawa. Yeah, this was our internal team in Atlanta. Well, not Galen and Jose. Still good people. Yes, amazing full motion video. Rival Productions. You saw the... I should play the beginnings parts again. Yep. No, that's right. Mindflex. I keep forgetting Mindflex did a lot of the music for us. And you like the music. We all do. Colin Ray did great work there, too. All sorts of good people doing cool music. We're very happy for them doing it. Scott Mosca, still see him here in Atlanta. He's still involved in cool game work. All the world building team. That's us 4 partners. And good old Rob Hatch doing the archives. All right. So that was... Thank you for the congratulations, y'all. The original crypto was Fading Suns. Absolutely. Patronage and cronyism. Here. Thank you, Tryfish, for the congratulations. Now, the reason you really tuned in. Let's get a sneak preview of the patch. I'm not going to show you the really cool stuff of the patch. We're going to save that for a future unveil. This is just the first little taste of the patch. So let's go ahead and quit this. Yes, I'm sure I want to quit. I'm the Empress. I can quit whenever I want. And let's go ahead and open up a patch. Now, this isn't going to be full screen. Just warning you. It's the patch version right now. So you're going to have this box behind you throughout. Look at that. EFS Beta Patch 1.500. Revision 2022. It says 0205. Month is at the end, just so you knows. That was from May 2nd, but really this is a May 4th patch. Anyway, this is beta software. This is actually alpha. This is alpha patch. So we are definitely still in test port. Yep. So unfortunately, it is the windowed version. So yes, you are getting the first public look at the patch. You here on the stream getting the first public unveiling. A lot of it will look the same. This, I'm planning to add a couple more buttons for put the tutorial here instead of inside. But anyway, all right, who should I play this time? Let's give you all a bit of time to yell a house at me in the chat. What house should we show off this time? I'll go ahead and take al-Malik out of contention. That was a great fun, but man, have I spent a lot of time as al-Malik recently. Are you going to say I should be Lee Halan and get my revenge on the al-Malik? Maybe I should be Hazat. The Ducados were saying Hazat was too powerful. Maybe we should go across the galaxy to pound on Ducados. And of course, Ducados and Hawkwood, they're always the best of friends. All right, one vote for Ducados. LeBlanc has illustrated my words more than once, did a great job. Actually, accustomed to a saint. Oh, very cool. Glad you're requesting more stuff from LeBlanc. Really sad about Parada. My brother's fave faction. Alright, one vote for Thought, one vote for Ducados. Thank you, no good handles left. 2 votes for Ducados. I think we're about to have a winner for Ducados. Gonna close off the voting. Oh, those happy Ducados folks. So one of the weirdest bugs in here was that when you pick your house, you get to select them, and the AI would use the same portraits and names. Unfortunately, the names and the portraits the AI used were different than what you had, so you'd have the portrait of Salandra Ducados, and Hiram Ducados would be the name, or something wacky like that. 1 vote for... Alright, we got 2 votes for Hazat, 2 for Ducados, 1 for Hawkwood. We're all over the board. We got a tie. Who's gonna break the tie? Anyone out there to break the tie? Appreciate all the votes, everybody. No votes for Lee Halan. Oh my goodness. Lee Halan, we actually gave him some cool advantages in this game. Other than going first, they've got a lot of desert on Kish that they can turn into energy locations. Though, to be honest, their starting position wasn't that. Alright, I think we got a tiebreaker for Ducados from Darth Moloch. And I think Darth Moloch gets the win. So we will go Ducados. Alright, and of course we can go 5-player if everyone online wanted to play right now. Alright, we'll have to turn off the tutorials. This is still obviously the same as you see. Let's get into it. Alright. Salandra of House Ducados' turn. We will be Salandra, of course. How could we not? Oh, I went beginner, didn't I? Alright, we'll do it at beginner. Let's be decadent. Frustrated consumers. Black market reduces my tax revenue. That's a problematic one. Inbreeding. Become ridiculed with more rebellions. But I am noble scholars. So we learn faster. We get better prices from the League. We begin with a lot of technologies. We can thwart rebellions, which are happening way too often due to our inbreeding. And Battle Master, which means I want my nobles in the stack, which is dangerous. But they are very effective in the patch version. All their bonuses come into play. In the one of the secrets in the GOG version that you have is that if you stack a noble and an officer, a noble who has Battle Master, and an officer unit in the same stack, their bonuses added up. They weren't supposed to. So we fixed that, and the noble bonus will definitely override the officer bonus. But that noble bonus is pretty nice. Oh, hell is that? Salmon Avenant, you came in too late with that one. I'm sorry. We should have gone after the evil Kurgans. Lord knows, we should just call the crusade and gone after the Kurgans. All right. But in your honor, we'll research Kranaban Bindu. This one's for Sam. The new Patriot is Orthodox, and we start play. All right, you're seeing a little bit different look. I know it's looking small. I apologize for that. Again, windowed. Why is it saying we're over to Holy Terra? We'd fix that. I'm gonna have to see why that bug's popped back up. All right. Let's see. Let me find some units so I can show you a very quick fix that we've done. Let's see. I think we've got cool units in the fort, don't we? Oh yeah, lots of good units in the fort. Let's go pick up some units in the fort and go drop them somewhere, shall we? So, let's go get the Assault Lander. Land in the fort. Let's go ahead and put a Wolfen in there and put a Smiter in there. Take it back out, shoot it into space. And you're about to see one of the changes we've made. So let's say I go land it here. Would you like to unload all of your transport goods cargo? Remember how we kept having to go in to do it after we'd landed? Now you get that option as soon as you land on a planet, even though he's got no movement left. Looks like a minor change, but a nice way to speed up the game. A lot less clicks as a result, and there are my 2 units. So they've got some troops in here I need to bombard and kill them. Bombardments happen pretty much the same way. So let's shoot with the Cruiser, bang. He did almost nothing. Come on, Cruiser. Oh, killing me here. Well, that was a much better shot. Thank you for that last shot. What did the patch fix change? I'm not going to reveal everything. We've done a lot of fixes. Some of them we're still going to tweak. This is, like I said, the first reveal, so we're not going to go into the full list. It is a significant list, and a lot of it is for the modders. So, for instance, increase the number of technologies modders can have, increase the number of units modders can have, increase a lot of the different flags modders can set for sects and the like, a lot of the bonuses they can modify. So much more power for modders now than you used to have. So that has been the main focus, but I'll show you a few of the other little fixes. But no, I'm not going to reveal most of them. And like I said, this is an alpha, so we've done most of what we're planning on doing. There are a lot that I'm not showing tonight. There will be a slow reveal on it because we're going to be testing this for a while before we let it out. I mean, I know it's been a while. There's been no patch in decades. But we want this one when it comes out to be right. We don't want to have to feel like we're rushing it. I feel like I should make a Russian joke when I say rushing it, but no good ones come to mind. So add a Russian joke in chat if you'd be so kind. All right. Let's put an officer in. Let's put the smiter in. Actually, bad idea to put the officer in without having infantry to protect them. I might lose my officer. That'd be bad. That would be shilly. Alright, so we've got these 4 units ready to go. Let's go ahead and attack the mine. And make it mine, and I hope I do not lose my officer. I did not. Good deal. Officer retreat bonus, officer accuracy bonus, officer agility bonus. And that mine is mine. And,
Unit spotted.
Let's go ahead and see who's in the fort. Oh my, he's got a pretty powerful force in the fort. So we're going to try and bring them on out to me. So I'm going to, well, I don't know. I can bring in a bolt caller. Oh, my officer did take some damage in that assault. Yeah, let's go look at other troops before we complete this attack. We got artillery there. Got priest there. Eschatonics. I thought we had a Vestites. I got to go back and look. Oh, yeah. All right. Look at the info on the bottom of this screen. You're not going to see all of this when the time comes, but this is something we're playing with right now. So I'd actually love your feedback. You in the in chat who've been playing EFS in the past. What do you think about this information on the city screen? So, the church, this is the number of people on the planet who are Orthodox, and obviously 0 and 0 follows it, or 0 and 0 and a 0 and a 0, or something like that. So let's say 120 million or 1.2 billion are Orthodox, small number Sanctuarian, small number Eschatonics, even though this building itself is Eschatonic, small number of Incarnates, small number of Vestites. So units on this planet are actually going to be different sects as well. So we're still playing around with the sect bonuses and how that impacts the game. But having mixed stacks could cause rebellions. Having a sect that's against what you are in the cathedral can cause problems. Though frankly, if the planet's Eschatonic, at the start, we should probably make more Eschatonics there. What do you think, Sam? All right, city sect is Orthodox. Not sure why it says Eschatonic here. Bugs. So again, we're just playing around with the sect stuff right now. Health, it's 100% healthy. This is how long units can heal there, 9% per turn. Or the city heals at 9% per turn. Units heal at 24%. Loyalty is 88%. And maintenance, none. There's no maintenance cost in basic EFS, if you remember, but we've added that for the modders. You can create a maintenance cost for your city. So, modders wanted that, so that would be in there. All right, some comments here. In Soviet Russia, EFS extremely belatedly mods you. I like it, I like it. We did have a good Russian following it for a while, so we'd love to see that happen again. Oh, wow, a lot of comments I missed. Jason says, more units is such a big one. No more overwriting existing units. Tryfish says, it was such a coincidence. I started working on my mod back in summer, right before you announced y'all working on 1. Excellent, 1.5. Yeah, it's 1.5, not 1.05. Tryfish, I've been eagerly holding off to see what gets added in. I started back in like 99, so I can wait a bit longer. Appreciate that. Church system, yeah, always a lot of potential. This is one of the issues with Sega Soft. They were failing. They released some games that did very badly and needed stuff to come out the door. We were, for a long time, their best-selling game. I think we might have I think the game might have passed us on that, but we never got our royalty report, so we don't know for sure. We just knew what they told us. So yeah, the sect stuff was on our agenda to do, but it had to get rushed out the door. I'm sorry to say. Like the idea of sect bonuses from Jason. Healing and maintenance information is really awesome. Stamina evidence says the best sites don't trust numbers or letters. I like that. No good handles left says I like having the info. I'd probably put it behind a tech. There's a lot of tech seems to be almost placeholders. Go ahead and explain that some more. No good placeholder. Yeah, unpack that one a little bit more if you'd be so kind. All right. So you got to see that. Cool stuff there. All right. So let's sentry these folks. Get these troops moving around. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. They've got boats. I can take a boat over and grab this planet. Forget if it's faster using spaceships or a boat to grab that. What do I have around here? I still got the planes there. There. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at this. So look at the art in here. And we're still working on this, but check it out. So when you look at the spy, this is what the spy art was, but the unit on the field looked different. So we've kind of changed it around. Again, let me know your thoughts about the new spy art. The same is true for the Grimsons. We've made their art look like the art in the portrait. In the past, we used one basic Power Legion art for a lot of these. But here you see the Grimsons. Wait, it's Chemical Shock Legion. It's using the wrong name. We'll fix that. Patches and Alpha. Things will get fixed. So, yeah. Here's Orthodox. Changing icons is going to be easier in this version. Let's not really go into that yet. Oh yeah, 1.5. Sorry, I have it because my modding version is X.XX. Yeah. No, we started with 1.1 as a patch. I mean, back in the day when we patched it, it was very rare to do more than one patch, no matter what you needed to fix. Sega Soft, because it disappeared, meant there was never any money for patches. Usually we'd use our royalties or get money from the publisher to continue patching. And we budgeted a patch into our original budget. That's why we did the 1.1, but we didn't have money for any more. This was back in the day when these games shipped in, of course, boxes. So even getting you a patch was impossible. You had to put the patches in things like Strategy First Magazine or Computer Gaming World, CGW, on the disc that they would pack with the magazines. We did 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4, obviously without any funding or without any royalties on the game, because this incredible community formed around it. So yeah, the money for those patches really came from the Fading Suns role-playing game sales. So there was a bit of work that went into those patches, and I'm very happy that we did them and could distribute them. But that's why I say 1.1 instead of a 1.01. Because we never thought we'd go past 1.1 when we started with it. The fact we made it to 1.4 was pretty amazing. And now that it's 1.5, 25 years later, it's pretty interesting. Let's see, what chat have I missed? Tryfish Entertainment says that's very true. It was expected, it shipped done, or you had to live with it. Yep. Tryfish got me to buy a set of the RP books. Excellent. Glad you enjoyed. Hope you picked up 4th edition. Bill's doing some great new stuff with the setting. No good handles left. I'm not a spy. Would a spy wear a bright yellow jumpsuit? Thought not. Now please continue discussing your classified info. Yeah, I don't know if that dark spy or the golden spy is better, but we've got the art anyway. Playing around with it to match the portrait some more, and we do need it for a lot of that infantry, so that's been a big help. All right, anyway, I was trying to figure out what to do with my bulk hauler. I'm in here, grab the Grimsons and that artillery. Not a bad idea. Maybe add an anti-tank gun to the mix. Who's got an anti-tank gun around here I can borrow? Nobody's got an anti-tank gun. They've got an anti-tank gun. Maybe I'll move something. No, because we're doing the bulk collar. Hum. Remember to have more units. Who's over here in the factory? Nobody. The farm? Is the farm not? The farm doesn't have anybody in it at all. Should move you in here. Huh. Sneaky spy in bright yellow. Yeah, he does look more like he's wearing a chem suit and about to drop a nuclear bomb on you, which actually might be what he's doing in the picture, isn't it? I've forgotten about that. Yeah, dropping a chem weapon inside your facilities. Interesting. All right. I got to do something with some of these units. Let's do something with my units. I'm going to put some folks on a boat. I'm on a boat. I need to put a bunch in the bulk collar. So let's land that bulk collar. Not here. Over here in that on the steps of the palace. Let's get the Grimsons in there. Let's get all that artillery in there. Maybe the flak gun too. I don't remember if there's anything here that flak gun can actually deal with. Oh wait, I want some in the infantry to protect the officer. That's what I want to do. Good call. Land them again. Drop them in the mine. And yes, I want to unload them. Thank you for saving me time. But now we got a pretty sizable force ready to attack the fort. Still wondering if I should just sucker some of those folks out here. Actually, I do want to show you the AI in action. So let me move back into here. And let's show you the AI start to do things. Alright, so go ahead and do that. Now, there is something over there to take. There is stuff over there. I do want to put some folks on a boat. Take them over to grab that. So let's start loading up a boat. Yes, let's board our naval transportation. Fill out the rest of it with militia. I guess we'll take that black unit over there. Let's see, I think that's 4 units on a boat, so we can do 4 militia. Yeah, let's move 4 militia. There. Wait, I had something down here, didn't I? Yes, I did. Both of you, or I forget about it. So this isn't really showing anything cool about the pack. I'm just doing the game, as it were. Let's do some exploring. Let's see what's actually down here.
Units.
Why, it's a well. Explore with the spy. Spy makes a great explorer. He's better to take and drop on someone else's planet, in case you were wondering. Really the best thing to do with a spy. I want to go, I guess I'll go farm that exotica over there. Sentry all of these. Put one of these militia units in here if I still have space. Yes, I did. It's a full militia, it's a full group. So let's move out my navy. Navy away. Anchors away, my boys. Sorry, I've not been looking at chat. How is the game's geography generated? The planet maps were all hand done. And anyone in the chat ever played around with our map editor that we released? Actually, kind of covertly released. But yes, all of these were done by hand. Every planet was put together by an artist. Different portraits for noble units would be awesome. Could you make each a named unit with a custom portrait? Naming is something we've talked about, not in there in this version. Disguised techie furnace fodder. Yep, that's the spy. The best disguise is a red shirt. Nobody ever looks at a red shirt. Absolutely. Yeah, I did enjoy working on Star Trek titles, I must say. Those games were fun. I mean, all these were fun, but there's obviously a lot of dear to my heart in Star Trek titles. Then this one up to the north. I can put it in there and join in the attack on the fort. Where do I want to go? Maybe there. Went too far out to get to the mines, so let's move around. Ah, I forgot I had all these in the Arboreum. Get everything here sentryed. What time are we at? Oh, 9:14. Getting a little bit late. Let's see, what else did I want to share with the Pat? Eschatonics. My freighter's an Eschatonic. Here's the stuff on Byzantium Secundus. Let's get you heading to Severus. Whoops. On the Severino! And as always, explore Byzantium Secundus so you can sell the information to the vow. Not that House Staccatos would do that, mind you. We just believe in information. Information should be free. Alright, so... basically, seeing a turn under the patch. I'm trying to think if there's anything specifically. Oh, I do know something I wanted to show you. Watch this. And this still needs to be rephrased. Watch what happens when I skim the tide. Alright, I moved it up one. You have increased your tithe skim such that your city and unit maximum loyalty will be reduced. This will limit the maximum loyalty of your city's unit to 93 loyalty. Are you sure you want to do this? And this can spark more rebellions now. It was supposed to, it never did. So now that's in place. Just like if you increase the tax, you'll get this message. You've raised your taxes. That was always in there. So no, we won't raise the taxes. We lower unit pay. I don't think we got a warning for unit pay. Oh, we do. We added that. We'll lose loyalty. Have a chance of rebellion. Yep, rebellions are more of a thing now. What the heck just happened with my phone? My phone just suddenly decided to play Robin Hitchcock. I have no idea why. Not that I mind Robin Hitchcock. I mean, he's great to hang out with. All right. So yeah, more warnings, and the tithe skim actually does something. Fun things in chat that I've missed. Important question. Where are the Ascorbites? Let's just say EFS next, okay? Dryfish Entertainment. I have a Windows XP machine. I keep around just for that. Love it. Let me ponder if it'd be worth learning the file format to create the conversion tools for it. Yeah, we got stuff coming your way. How much of Atlanta's film scene is dependent on Walking Dead being filmed? All right, so Covington has done really well with it. Walking Dead's filmed all over the state. I mean, they've been everywhere. But I mean, 1 block for me, well, actually 1.5 blocks for me, is where Stranger Things shot the kidnap scene in season 1 from my house, where we're doing this right now. Obviously, so I chair the DeKalb Entertainment Commission here, so we do a lot of filming in the county. We're one of Atlanta's counties. And Black Panther's filmed here. All parts of it, not all of Black Panther, parts of Black Panther. Jumanji was done at a studio here. Jungle Cruise, Venom, Godzilla, this blew my mind. Godzilla was shot here in DeKalb County. Any of you saw the, what was it, Tanya Harding biopic? I, Tanya. Shot at bars I hang out in less than a mile from my house. Yeah, the bar scenes in I, Tanya shot here in Tucker. The skating scenes were down in Macon, Georgia. Yeah, Walking Dead is incredible, and everyone's very happy that they've spun off 2 new shows, even now they shut down the main one. I've had a lot of friends work on Walking Dead. I mean, probably over 100 friends have worked on Walking Dead here. But there is so much filming going on all over the state. There are film studios in cities, I shouldn't say cities, in little towns I'd never heard of. The cities all have them. Macon, Columbus, Savannah, Augusta. There's studios, Athens. There's Athens, Georgia, not Greece. There are film studios, major studios now in all of them. But the location shooting is everywhere in the state. There's no little town that hasn't had something shot there. And even in the towns which do almost no filming, they're supplying the lumber for the set, so they've got people working on the sets. It's amazing. It's all over the state. It is amazing. Try-Fish Entertainment, that's a good balance. Salmon Avenue, rumble, rumble, rumble. Right. The above messages for the map editor from Try-Fish Entertainment. Yeah. So anyway, talking about the map editor, that might be coming along with the patch. We'll certainly be working to make that more widely available. We'll see how we actually do that. All right. No, let's not lower unit pay. I always increase unit pay. Do some more skimming. We love the money. And now we'll exit. All the warnings. We got to figure out how to do those warnings more effectively. All right, what other things? This hasn't changed. Biz 2 stuff happens, though, around voting. You'll get better warnings than you have before. All of this stuff is the same. Yeah, let's sell you Byzantium Secundus, shall we? I mean, not the planet, just the map to it. 800, excellent, thank you. That was very nice of you. I think most of this stuff is still the same. Borders, etc. But you'll be seeing more and more little changes. Anyway, I just wanted to give a sneak preview tonight. We're not going to get in depth on it. There's going to be a lot more coming. But I hope you enjoyed that sneak peek at the patch. It is well underway. A lot. I mean, the list of stuff on here. It is an amazingly long list. I'm really very happy what the team has done. But more to come. So that finished the Empress Yusara Reformation Emperor of the Fading Sun stream. I do want to stream more of the patch stuff. There will be more versions of it. Again, this windowed mode I've got to address before I can do that. I don't want to be streaming this small. It actually has been kind of a pain for some reason to do capture just the EFS window to stream. So that's why I'm capturing the entire screen tonight. So yeah, got to make this work better for streamers. Can't ship a game that doesn't work for streamers. But let's save this. Save as Ducados. And yeah. So I will at some point announce, the next time I announce an EFS stream, it will probably be of the version of the patch. Try-Fish says, thanks for sharing, that's really cool. I feel you on streaming, just the game window, tricky to get right. Yeah, I mean, I hope you're blowing up your screen so you can see this well enough. Yeah. So we'll work on it, and I will be announcing more streams. And one thing I used to love doing on the Noble Armada computer game was live streaming my playtests. And I'd like to do that again with the patch. So that might be coming along in the not too distant future. So thanks everyone for joining. We've gone a little longer than I'd planned. Lots of good stuff in the patch. We've won! Yusara is the Empress. And yeah, thanks to all of you for joining. And I'll post... Oh, I did live stream our old Battles of Destiny game recently. I might live stream that again. That was a really fun little quick play test, or a quick live stream. So I might do that again too. I might even start getting some multiplayer stuff going on that. And play testing. At some point I gotta play test the multiplayer of EFS. Because, yep, I've been running long games with the AI just to get to crash bugs. So we'll see what happens. Did you fix the bug where sending messages send early if you hit F? That was a problem with the alt controls. So let's see. That should actually be all right. So let's find this. All right. Send message. Who do you want to send a message to? I can send a message to myself. So let's say, hello. The W? Hello, Sam. Look at that. The S. Hello, capital Sam. Why'd I write ass? I was trying to say just hiss like a snake. Get rid of that. So is that what you were talking about there? No good handles left? Hey, D. Fisher. Ave Imperatrix. Yes, Yusara is Empress. I'll hang on and make sure that answer is no good No good handles left. Question. So I believe we fixed that bug. That was a bigger bug than just hitting S launched it. That was the Alt key would get stuck. So basically, so Alt S sends that message. I just hit Alt S and that sent the message. But when you were hitting S, the computer was reading it as if the Alt key was held. So we fixed that bug. Yes. That's a Jungian slip. Wait, this is a G stream, isn't it? We just caused the plague. That's nothing. And one of my favorite stories on Machiavelli the Prince, a game I'm still trying to get to stream correctly. Here's this game where you can spread the plague, kill off half of humanity, but it's rated G, or E for everyone, because there really was no obvious violence. Alright, thank you, No Good Handles Left. Glad we fixed that bug for you, and I know it annoyed you, so I'm glad it's taken care of. And there's a lot of that kind of stuff, especially for multiplayer, that's been fixed. Alright, everybody. That was fun. I appreciate you joining me for the stream, and I will announce when we have another. Good crowd tonight. Really appreciate everybody here watching. So take care, everyone. And if you haven't gotten a GOG, go for it, because that's how we'll release the patch the first time. All right. Cheers, all.